Hey there, my friends, it's Brad, the Bearded Piper, and there is one heck of an echo in here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I apologize for not having many videos over the last few weeks, but man, I have been working a lot at work, which is a good thing. Being busy when you're a commission sales rep is always a good thing. Working on trying to get this office slash piping room slash den slash man cave, whatever you want to call it, finished. So for those of you that are looking for piping content, you know what? That's not the video today. Today I'm just going to give you an update on what is going on. I will give you a little bit of an update on piping wise. I'm really digging lately the New Minster number 403 Superior round slices. If you're not familiar with them, they are dark fired Kentucky in the center, and then they're rolled with Virginias, and then they're sliced into coins. It's only available in bulk, and I actually ordered a bunch of it last night because I really am enjoying it. So yeah, there's your pipe content. The rest is going to be about what's going on in my room. I'm going to give you an update and show you some things, and if Greg, Mr. Tunnel Take, sees it, Greg, I am really bad at drywall. So, yeah, some of the things you see may not be very nice, but, you know, hey, do your best and sand the rest. You know, that's how I'm looking at it. Hopefully the wet sanding with a sponge will work. So let me flip the camera around and show you what's going on. And I'm really hoping that when I get a desk and some things in here that the echo goes away, because I'm hoping to be able to use this to make videos as well. So let's flip it around and I'll tell you a little bit about the room, where I'm at, and whatnot so far. Okay, so let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. There you go. So you can see the drywall is purple, and I chose to use the more expensive. I was going to say slightly more expensive, but it was like $7 a sheet more expensive. It was like 13 versus 20. I used the purple board, which is a mold resistant board. Whether it's overkill, I don't know. There is drywall. So on this wall and this wall, those are the exterior walls. So on the other side of that, you have insulation, and then you have the OSB and the wrap and then the siding for the garage. That wall and that wall, on the other side of that, you have the garage. But since the garage isn't heated, that is drywall, insulation, and then there's OSB board on the other side as well. So the entire outside of the room is covered, so there's no empty studs or anything like that on the other side, and it is insulated. There's R15 on there and R19 over here, and then up on the ceiling I went crazy and used R48. And you know, for those insulation people, not 100% sure what the R ratings mean. I know R48 is probably overkill, but it was cheaper based on the fact that I needed 80 square feet. It was cheaper to buy 80 square feet of the R48 than it was to buy the next one down, because I would have had to buy an extra bundle to get to the 80 feet. So you can see, I did some of the compound last night. I used what's called hot mud, 45-minute hot mud, but I kind of went a little crazy in the corners, and you can see the color the difference between the white and this here. I don't think that's dry the whole way through, but that's okay because I'm taking the night off tonight anyway. So I'm really bad at this. I'm not very good at it all. It's not the first time I've done drywall, and I've been bad at it every time. You can see up there, that's really wet. Hopefully another day will dry that out pretty good. I'm hoping that I can come in, wet sand, dry sand, whatever I need to do, and just do some touch up and not have to put another coat of compound on. If I do have to put another coat of compound on, I'm gonna buy the pre-mix stuff, because using the hot mud's a pain in the butt. You can only mix it up so much at a time because you only have 45 minutes to work with it. And then go from there. So, but I am going to put quarter round or crown molding around the top, so I'm not that worried about how it looks. And like my wife says, it's a garage office, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want it to look kind of nice. Now, over the door, I decided to put a receptacle.
which I haven't wired those in yet. This here is my it's Cat 8 cable actually. This goes outside the garage, along my fence, under the ground, and then into the house, and it's plugged into my modem. It's this is a 250-foot cable, and I got about 35 feet left here, so it's actually ran pretty far. But I wanted, the room's only 8 by 10, so I decided that I wanted the router, the wireless router that's going to get plugged into there, out of the way. So once the room is sanded and painted and all of that fun stuff is done, I'm gonna put a shelf right here above the door, and then it'll stick out, I don't know, so far. And then I'll be able to put my router up there. It's out of the way, and there's power for it, and then the cable comes through as well. That wall is gonna be where the mini split goes. So there'll be a thing, I guess it's the blower and the condenser on the inside. It'll go through the wall outside, and right on the other side of that wall, I already have the air conditioning disconnect wired up. So I put in 1, 2, 3, and 4 receptacles for an 8 by 10 room, because I don't want to have to worry about plugging things in, right? Pick up my desk tomorrow because I'm really particular. What I wanted for a desk, I wanted something that was going to be big enough, deep enough, but I didn't want it to take up a crazy amount of room. I thought about getting a corner desk or an L-shaped desk, but I found one that I really liked, and I was going to wait until the room was done. I mean, because they're heavy, and it's flat. I mean, it's one of those compressed, what do they call it, manufactured lumber. It's basically sawdust and glue, and it's pressed together. But it went on sale on clearance for like $100 and some off from Office Depot. So I went ahead and ordered it. I'm going to pick that up tomorrow after work, and then it's just going to sit somewhere until the room's done. So the goal is to finish the drywall this weekend. Between now, it's Thursday night, between now and Sunday, and at least, fingers crossed, hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow night I'll be able to get a lot of the sanding done and touch up. God, I hope that dries. The sanding done, touched up, and Saturday I can get primer on, and the primer I was looking at, like, you can paint over it in like 30 minutes. So, and at least 1 coat of paint. Get the 2nd coat of paint on, and then through the week, next week, maybe I get the crown molding up. Oops, I'm covering the camera. Get the crown molding up and stuff. When I say crown molding, it's just going to be quarter round. I'm not going crazy. And then next weekend, get the mini split in, and then it's just finding some place that has clearance or inexpensive vinyl planking to put down on the floor. Get the floor baseboards in, the desk in here. Well, I gotta get it wired up too. I'll probably do that next week. Get the receptacles wired in. So, but that's it. Long video just to tell you about what's going on. It's very echoey. So I'm going in the house, making dinner, hanging out with the dogs tonight, relaxing, because it's I haven't had one of those nights in weeks. So, but until we talk again, my friends, remember, life is good, but it's better with a pipe. And you know what, Bob? I need to get a clicker.